Hey everybody, it's Duck here, aka Troublesome Junction, and I'm here with another video today. You can see my Bachmann Thomas in the background. I gave him a new face, as I said. And I have a review. I had promised this in that video. The Bachmann skarloey. Well, today, as of recording this, it's Christmas, so Merry Christmas if you celebrate it. And if you don't, Happy Holidays, and have an amazing day, pretty much. So, without further ado, let's get to unboxing this bad boy. Alright, for all you people who hate on Thomas fans, see what that says? It says 14 and up, right there. It won't focus in though. So here's all of the hoopla about the components and the warranties. You know what I say about these? Deuces, hit the road. Now let's take out the, I believe this is the Talikin. How would you pronounce it? Because I've seen some people pronounce it Talikin, and then some people pronounce it Taliflin. All I have to say, wow. I believe this is one of the first Bachmann models that's made out of metal. From the way it feels metal. It doesn't feel like plastic at all. Has these strange couplers. I don't understand why they didn't go with the couplers that are on these and the ones like those. I had to replace those with the knuckle couplers. I hate those. I don't understand why they didn't, because I've seen in videos by a good YouTuber, Trains Are Fun. I highly recommend you check out his channel because he has some wonderful videos over there. And he had a bit of trouble with these couplings staying together. So, I don't know. But I do know what I am going to do is just take them out. Mainly because it makes skarloey look very bulky. I just gotta get this glass lid of this box single-handed. Hey, I did it! Yay! I'm just gonna get a quick close-up of the couplings right here, so you can see them. If you want to know how these work, when they like bump into each other, these lift up, and the hoops from one another fall on each other, and they lock onto these little pegs right there. So that's how those work. Get that out of the way. When I cut the camera, I will get all this stuff back in the box and straighten everything out. For a size comparison, because this is an HO model, it's an HO scale, but it goes on N gauge track. So it's like an ON30 model in a sense. But I'm pretty sure this would go by HO30 or so. So there's a size comparison there. Right there. So, let's look at the detail. All I'm going to say, amazing linkage. Except for that little bit down there, it's made of plastic. But otherwise, it looks nice. It looks 100% accurate to the show. The wheels, sort of, I haven't really, taken time to look at the wheels. But I don't know if those are the right color or not. I'll go back and watch Season 4 by George Carlin. Rest in peace, George. They have the CGI face, of course. I don't really mind the CGI face on this one. I actually think it looks a lot better than, like, if you compare it to the take-along face. I'd much prefer this one. But one sad thing, they didn't remember the golden band. Only us classic Thomas fans will understand that. It just basically disappeared after, I don't know which season it was. The buffers, they actually look much more sturdy. As you can just see how thick those are. And then look how thick the Thomas ones are. These ones look like they can, take a fair bit of punishment. And then the undercarriage, just to show this is licensed, there is the Bachmann logo right there. Sometimes I say Bachmann. I much prefer to say Bachmann though. It just rolls off the tongue easier. There's the coal load. Not the most realistic coal, but I mean, hey, it's a Thomas model. But I'm not really complaining on that. Look at those whistles. I think they did a phenomenal job. Then, on the back here, the TV show for the CGI range, that number 1 was added. I mean, it's hardly ever seen, but there's a few shots, like in Blue Mountain Mystery of Skarloey's cab end. Yeah, you'll see that number 1 if you just really look out for it. Those have the little like little hooks at the end of them for, I believe that's only for, you know, the European and British railways. They don't really, I don't think that they have hook couplings in America, over here in America. I'm not fully sure. Been a while since I've been to a railway. There's lamp hooks, and then there's an actual lamp itself. The cab, I like that it's hollow. I like that because this looks like it'd probably fit, well no, I don't even think it could fit a minifigure. But it could definitely fit a figure. No cab detail, sadly, but I like that it's an open cab and not like how Thomas had, just this block. And then you have the number 1 on the sides, of course. I believe that's where the steam, no, I don't know, fully sure. I do look at the anatomy of steam locomotives, and I believe this is either to drop down, to release out excess water, steam, or for sand. But I think that the sand boxes are up here, actually. Someone please correct me. Sorry if you're cringing a lot. I have looked at the Talican anatomy before on Google, but it's been a very, very long time since I have. I'm gonna say 10 out of 10 for the detail. It's really phenomenal. I like that it feels sturdy, doesn't feel like anything's just gonna snap off. Probably the most fragile thing here is probably the whistles. Maybe the linkage if you're really rough, but that doesn't really feel like it's gonna pop off either. There. So, without further ado, let's get it on the track. Going the right way, of course. Whoa. Oh, the back wheels. Oh my notch. It's a smooth runner. I mean, except for when it goes on the points. I mean, but every locomotive has their ups and downs when it comes to points. And just zoom out. If you get him going at a reasonable speed, he'll go in, but he does jump, shake, and shudder a lot. So if you're just trying to get like a realistic speed, he backs up wonderfully on them, except, I mean, sometimes they die, of course, so, but he backs up wonderfully on them. You just gotta get him going at a nice speed. Get too fast, and that will happen. Try going at a, more slow rate. This nice little gentle rate, and then I'll try and, because it's really important, he straight up jumped the siding. I don't think that he's that compatible with them, to be 100% honest, but I will switch them. There we go. Skarloey, he's a bit off the rails now. I don't know why, but I like that he doesn't have the moving eye feature. I don't really know 100% why, but I didn't like it at all. I will have rolling stock eventually to add to Skarloey, but as of now, I like him just how it is. I give him probably a 10 out of 10. I mean, the point thing is kind of understandable because of how large his wheelbase is compared to these ones. In the back bogies, not bogies, but the back wheels aren't, they're not on a bogie at all. They're just there on a solid block of plastic at the bottom. Get them going faster. I swear, the power to speed ratios is freaking strange when it comes to those coupling rods. Because, at this speed, it's not too fast as that pocket rocket right there. These things look like a flipping blur. I'm definitely going to give this model a 10 out of 10. I definitely have to. And people are going to probably say, oh, the points, didn't work with the points. But it's kind of understandable if you really think about it. Because all of my engines over there have had trouble on those points. Just gonna get a little quiet here and bring it to a stop. Yeah, all of my locomotives that I have, even this rolling stock, well, this Pico rolling stock, despite how much I love it, it's flimsy as ever. All of my stuff has trouble in my shunting yard. Because I have two sets of points, one right here and then the other right there. So, in a sense, it's kind of understandable for me. I would really recommend this model if you're a Thomas fan, and if people try and say, oh, it's for little kids. Nope, box is 14, no, get wrecked. I've honestly been looking for that my whole life, to have on a Thomas toy, 14 and up, or just some age, because I am 14 now, because my birthday was back in November. So that's all for this video. Great model. I wish that they had, the little brass here, but it's sort of understandable because they got rid of it. And also, if I get a few comments saying that you'd like to, because I have every figure from the FNAF Funko Wave 2. I have already unboxed them though. I don't really care if you guys get upset about it because I was way too eager. But if you'd like to see a review on those and have me discuss them and all of that, because I'm not gonna lie, I definitely like these ones much better than the first wave. But if you'd like me to do a review on those, just comment down below, and I will see you guys on the flip side. Deuces.